Ladies and gentlemen, lowlifes, boxing fans, we are proud to present in the War Room the future undisputed heavyweight champion. I'm stepping out there on a limb. Rock Blackwell. He's in the War Room with us. Give him a round. Give him some love.
What's up, Rock?
What's going on? What's going on?
Welcome.
Pleasure to be talking to you guys.
Right. First time in the War Room, but I'm pretty sure it won't be the last. It's the brother B. Austin. Rock, all great boxers usually come from an amazing story, and we assume that you're no different. Our listeners, being the avid fans of the pugilistic arts that they are, always want to know about up-and-comers. And with that being said, how did you get started in the sweet science?
Well, I started boxing at 7, and it's so weird because I don't even remember like what struck the interest. It was one of those things like it just always been there. It's just something that I always wanted to do. But yeah, I got pretty much the same background as most fighters. Like, times were hard, you know what I mean? Had a single mom, and boxing was kind of like the way out. But it became realistic that I could like really do this when I had defeated this guy named Spencer Harsley from DC, and at that time he was like known as probably like the best in the area. And I stopped him in 3. So when I did that, I was like, okay, I think I can really do this.
Now, the funny thing, Rock, is your in your pro career, which you turned pro, I think in what, 2009?
Yes, in 2009.
Yeah, you turned pro in 2009. So you're currently 15-1 with 13 knockouts. The one loss is debatable. I mean, we understand the story, broken hand, different things going on in the personal life and personal world. We know that you would have probably whooped his ass had that not been going the case.
He had an issue with dehydration in that fight too.
I tried to get a rematch.
Yeah, we need that rematch to happen. Tell us about your amateur career, because that's one of the things that I found most impressive. You had 159 amateur bouts.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yep.
Yo, you was fighting like a Mexican, brother.
Yeah,
that's
man,
a career.
Was fighting. Yeah, man, we was fighting sometimes every week, sometimes several times a month. And
you was fighting every 2 weeks like direct deposit, huh?
We was putting in work, man. We was going everywhere, man. We was all over the area just jumping on shows, boxing.
So as you heard, my brother Jimmy just came up with a new moniker. When you're in the War Room, you rock direct deposit Blackwell, because he was deposited from Canada.
In 2 weeks and he ready.
Yeah, I was also noticing, this is Devin, I was also noticing that you said you can't remember what struck the interest. Now, all of us, we're from Philly, so, when people start to fight young in Philly, it's most likely because, they had to. You got to learn how to protect yourself. Right. You being from B-more, that's not the same story out there in Baltimore?
Yeah, you can.
Sometimes you got to learn how to throw the hands.
Yeah, they get down out here, man. They get down out here heavy, man. I just remember, I don't know, I was young, and I used to always watch like a bunch of fighting movies, and
right.
You know what I mean? I was like just real interested with like the whole craft as a kid, right. And I begged my mother, like, Mom, please put me. So mother, she wasn't feeling it at first. She was trying to get me like play the piano and all this other crazy stuff.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, speaking of that, being young and watching fight movies and fighters, which fighters inspired you the most coming up, and what, if anything, have you incorporated into your style from each one of those guys who inspired you?
I'm a Mayweather fan, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Hands down. I fight like Mayweather. Mayweather, shoulder roll in the Philly shell.
Yeah.
And I just think Floyd is a genius, man. I think, he's hated, but he learned how to make boxing work for him.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people dislike Floyd because of his out-of-the-ring antics, but I can't find somebody who can legitimately say that their hatred of Floyd has something to do with him as a boxer because, you know, there hasn't been a better boxer in this generation than Floyd Mayweather.
Absolutely. Rock, I'm going to keep it 1 million with you because you War Room family. I think that Floyd Mayweather is probably one of the greatest technicians I've ever laid eyes on. However, I fall in the group of people that would be considered detractors. So if you ever listen to the show, I just want to keep it real so you don't hear me on air and think, hey, that guy was all, he was all, I think dude croons it up outside of the ring. And I can't really mess with him, but I do give his talent and his skill, all the respect that is due.
Hey, Rock, but you made the greatest point. You said that he's found a way to make it work for him. And the fact of the matter is, you either got people that, want to see him lose or those that want to see him win. But at the end of the day, all of us tune in.
Hey, exactly.
I'm trying to see him lose.
That's good for his direct deposit. So.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly the point. All of us are tuning in for different reasons, but we all tune in, though.
Right, exactly. Right. Yeah, he a genius because he like you were just saying. Either way, he's like whether if you like me or don't like me, either way you're gonna watch me.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the point, man.
You know what I mean?
So with that being said,
he's like either way you're my fan.
Yeah. So Rock, let's talk about your upcoming bout in the UK. This month. We know that you're fighting a Russian gentleman. Hopefully not Ivan Drago, but. In terms of your opponent, what do you know about him in terms of his strengths, his weaknesses, and what kind of strategy are you going to use going into this fight?
He's a rugged guy. Like he fought the last time I was there, and that's actually how the fight got made because he was on the card. He was on the same card as me, and but he fought a different guy. And so after the fight, they were already trying to match us up. So I took the fight. He took the fight. But he's a rugged guy. He's flat-footed though, and he's kind of like a brawler. You know what I mean? He kind of like wants to brawl, but he's gonna get stopped. I plan on punishing him and then stopping him.
I like that.
That's what we like to hear. The Russian gentleman,
that's what happens to those
flat-footed
guys. If they're not gonna hit you hard enough to do damage, and they're gonna stand there in front of you, then they're gonna have to take what they get.
Yeah. He's one of them dudes. He's gonna stand right there. He's gonna take what you give him. He's gonna try to give something back, but too fast, too slick for that. He gonna get his ass. So I'm punishing him.
I heard that.
You know what I mean? I plan on punishing him.
We're gonna use that. We're gonna use that as a sound clip. Rock, what you gonna do to him? I'm gonna punish him.
Like the clever line prediction. Pain.
Pain, yeah.
All right, so this is Devin again, Rock. Outside of your next bout, let's look down the line a little bit. What are your ultimate goals in the game of boxing altogether, and where do you see yourself in maybe 5 to 10 years from now?
I want to be. Man, this is a great question because I was just talking to Ebony about this. I want to be like legendary.
Word.
So, well, my first thing I'm trying to accomplish is, of course, becoming a world champion, and then I want to be the greatest athlete from Baltimore, probably like ever.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it. That's amazing.
Yeah. So the ultimate goal is not just to be a great boxer, but I'm trying to be like a great human being. I want to travel the world and help a lot of people and encourage a lot of people. Reach out to the people that are struggling and all that great stuff, like a people's champion.
That's what's up. Because you set the goals high and lofty. You know what I'm saying? With goals like that, even if you were to fall a little bit short, I'm pretty sure you'll still be remembered. As a people's champion and a genuine good guy. So that's what's up. I commend that.
Thank you.
No, absolutely. I'm just to buttress and piggyback the point. I have nothing but admiration for the goals that you're setting for yourself because at the end of the day, the thing that makes athletes and celebrities and those that we look up to relatable and truly important is again, how relatable they are to the people. If you're able to show, look, this is my story. This is where I came from, just like you, and I made it, then that gives them the hope to pursue whatever their goals and dreams are. So that's important,
Absolutely.
man, and that's big to be able to stand for something, much along the lines of a Muhammad Ali or a Joe Louis, or someone that takes their craft and uses it as just a brand enhancement, because the true brand is helping others, and that's what I don't see. That's a void that I see in boxing. And even sports at large, man. Our athletes and our people that come from our community, a lot of times you have to ask yourself, what do they stand for? What are they about? And that's big, man. That's big. Kind of switching gears a little bit, Rock. We all love to speculate here in the War Room, and we want to speculate on dream matchups. So we want to step away from you and the Rumbles a little bit, and you're going to give us your opinion on who would win in these matchups in their prime. So I'm going to start off with Ali versus Tyson. Not Tyson after custom model, not Tyson when he was smoking the water in the dippers and on the roof and all that. I mean Iron Mike that would look at cats and they would leave. I mean, Iron Mike walked down the street one time on Howard's campus, and I crossed the street, and I ain't no back. So I ain't want to bump him. I ain't want no problem. So Ali and Tyson.
I'm gonna have to go with Tyson. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because Ali struggled with Frazier.
Mm-hmm.
And Frazier and Tyson. It's kind of like Tyson is like a 10 times better version of Frazier.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Frazier was, low, came forward on Ali, and he was a brawler, and Ali struggled with him. I mean, he knocked Ali out one time. So, and Tyson is 10 times
his punching
better
power
than
was
Frazier.
amazing in his prime.
Right.
But everybody out there listening is going to think that's blasphemous. But
right.
No. Hey,
right.
We're not allowed to say that. But hey,
listen, we can't say it. But I respect
that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
in sports circles, we're not allowed to say anything. Anybody can beat Ali. But what we practice here is, being 100. Speaking your opinion, you don't have to, go with the masses and what their view is.
We definitely
I feel that.
Because in sports circles you can't say anything bad about Ali or Jordan. If you do, then, you must be crazy. So, and I'm with you because I talk bad about Jordan all the time. Anyway,
Rock didn't say nothing bad about Jordan. Rock didn't mention Jordan.
I mean, anytime I get to take a shot at Jordan, I got to do it. So even if we're talking about Ali,
anytime I get a chance to take a shot at Magic, I got to do it. But I'm gonna let that
what's the next one, Bill?
The next one that we thought of was your man, your homie, Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Leonard.
Wow. That is a tough one. Floyd and Ray. Oh, my goodness. Oh, man. I'm going to probably have to go with Ray Leonard, man.
Wow.
Might have to go with Ray Leonard.
War Room Sports, this man speaks his mind.
If I had to bet,
why?
I would bet Ray Leonard. Because,
why?
Only reason why I say that is because Ray fought Floyd Sr., with stylistically the same as Floyd Jr., and Ray took it to Floyd Sr. So, which makes me believe that maybe he would do the same to Floyd Jr. If they fought, if he fought Ray in his prime, and then fought, and Ray fought some gangsters, man. Ray fought, Thomas Hearns and all those guys, man. He put work in on
Hagler, Duran,
Duran,
Murderers Row.
Right.
You know what, though, Rock? It's funny, B. I'm sitting there thinking about it, and I just couldn't pick against Floyd just because I've never seen him lose in my life, so it's hard for me to see him lose anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
true.
I get your point stylistically, though, but I think that he was such a better athlete than his father that, maybe that would be the difference. But who knows? it's just hard for me to pick against somebody I've never seen lose. Me and Dev was talking about this before we got on. Like, it's hard to pick against a guy that you've never seen, really lose. I've only seen kind of in trouble maybe once.
Absolutely. That is true.
And that was a lucky shot.
That is true.
Even Shane thought it was lucky.
He
thought he won. Shane thought he won. When he made the hit, he looked at his girlfriend. He looked at his girl and was like, "Yo, I did it."
Like Martin when he fought Tommy Hearns.
But moving on, Rock. We got two more for you. So
okay,
Jack Johnson versus Joe Louis. Go ahead.
I don't know how you gonna answer this. These dudes ancient.
I ain't gonna answer that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, though.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Man, Jack and Joe. Probably Jack Johnson.
All right, Jack.
Probably Jack Johnson. They said that dude was massive, and I've seen a few of his fights, and they said his punching power was unbelievable.
Plus he had all the white women.
Yeah.
And that's an advantage in that day and age.
I'd be awesome.
Shout out to all the white women that are listening.
This last one is this is the dream fight of them all.
Yeah.
The last one.
This is. I actually have my personal pick in this, but I like to hear who you're going to pick in this last dream matchup. Roy Jones versus Rock Blackwell. Talk to me.
Man, I would never say a fighter is better than me, so
there you go.
Roy, if Roy step in them ropes, he gotta get it.
There you go.
He gotta get it.
Last time I saw Roy fight, he was laying on his face anyway.
Prime. Right now.
Oh, you said in his prime.
Right now, I definitely got you beat me.
Right now, Roy get his work.
Yeah.
Austin, you mean in his prime when he was fighting civil servants like cops and firefighters?
Back when he was chicken fighting. Yeah.
Got you.
Oh, man.
Rock, let's close on this question though. This is Jimmy, by the way. And this is a question that we ask all boxers. Bottom line, who is the greatest of all time in your opinion? Outside of yourself, of course.
Greatest of all time. Wow. Wow, that's a great question. Most people roll with Ray Robinson. They think Ray Robinson is the greatest of all time. I think if Floyd can pull these last 5 fights off, I probably would say he's the greatest of all time.
Nice. Yeah. He finished those off undefeated. There's no way that you can't put him at least in the argument. So, yeah.
Right. Now that you brought that up, though, let me ask you a question. What do you think about his upcoming fight? I mean, there's a lot of buzz around, the Canelo fight. What's your opinion of the fight?
Oh, that's going to be a tough fight. Canelo's a good fighter. But I think Floyd been in the game a long time. I think he gonna figure out a way, and then he has Floyd Senior working with him again, and Roger working with him, and I think he's gonna find out a way to beat him. He's gonna figure out a way to beat him. Floyd, for some reason, can figure out a way to beat whoever. But I think if Floyd can do it, I think he'd probably be the greatest. And the only reason why I say that is because he's done the biggest. Well, he would be undefeated. He'd be like a 9-time or 10-time world champion. And he's done record-breaking numbers. He's the highest paid athlete in the world right now. So
his overall impact, will go into making that argument. And right now, his impact is crazy on the game because, a lot of times, unless Floyd Mayweather's name is attached to it, just the casual boxing fans aren't even interested.
Right.
People still screaming for Mayweather and Pacquiao had already kind of lost a couple of times and got his name even taken out of that mix.
But even beyond that, it's like when I hear young fighters such as yourself, up and coming fighters, and even Adrian Broner, who say, they came up watching Floyd and kind of emulate his style. It's amazing. Well, for one, I showed you how long he's been around.
Right.
And, for 2, it shows you his impact. Because now it's to the point where you see people emulating his style, and that's when you see, that someone's actually great. Like, people emulated Ali, or even other sports. Look at Michael Jordan, or you start seeing people emulate their style. That shows their impact is big, even beyond the sport.
Right. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Rock, a little birdie actually had landed on my shoulder and whispered in my ear that, Mayweather Promotions and the money team isn't outside of the realm of interest for Rock Blackwell, and that some conversations may or may not go on for you this summer with them. Is that, can you speak on that?
Yeah. I'm just, I talked to, some people and sat down and talked to my friends about it, and we just decided to just, kind of like stick with our own in-house family, but still have the affiliation. Right. Go out there and train and, that type of thing.
See what's up, right.
Yeah,
right.
But I think
the affiliation can't hurt.
Right, absolutely.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, definitely best of luck to you in all endeavors, man, and you and
Thank
the
you so much,
family
man.
now. So
absolutely.
Do your commercial. Let the listeners know how they can find you on the internet, follow you on social media, and remind them the date, location, and opponent of your next fight.
I will be fighting June 15th in Glasgow, Scotland, and I'm fighting this Russian guy. It's going to be a tough fight. The fight's actually going to stream live. I'm gonna send Warzone the
War Room.
I'm sorry. I'm sending War Room the link, and you can contact me on Facebook. I'm on Facebook at King Rock B. I'm on Twitter at Rock Blackwell 68, and I'm on Instagram at Rock Blackwell. And shout out to the War Room, man. I appreciate y'all. We family, man. And the War Room where it's at.
No doubt.
All right, when you send that link
you,
out,
man.
we'll send it out so everybody in our social networks can watch the fight if they choose to. Like B. Austin said, man, best of luck to you. Go out there and get that win, get that knockout.
Absolutely. I'm gonna put that work in. And,
get him out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do it for the War Room, man. Do it for everybody. I'm gonna put him on his back.
No doubt.
No doubt, Paul. All right.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, take it easy.
All right, you too, man.
Rock Blackwell, everybody. Make sure you check them out. Just go to our social networks, our Facebook page and our Twitter page at War Room Sports to get more information on him, and look out for him on the horizon.
Kuwait, it's the War Room with 5 nights at the round table, 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.